Hello everybody, I'm Margaret with the Flower Talk Show, and tonight I just want to say happy birthday to the Virgin Mary. So we have a special show tonight where I'm going to show you from here. There's a beautiful studio. It's an art studio where you're going to meet in a few minutes somebody that is responsible for doing this beautiful artwork here. And today it's September the 8th, 2011. It's a wonderful day. It's a day of the birth of Virgin Mary. I'm going to turn around the beautiful mother, and you're going to see the beautiful mantle that she has. Is a mosaic. So I'm going to show you in just a few minutes how this was done and why do you choose this color. How, as you know, Virgin Mary has this beautiful blue color, and I can confess that in the day when I went to Romania and she showed up completely to me and giving me an answer for what she's going to do for me when I had a request for coming back to States and showing me that I need to help the women here. She was in a beautiful mantle blue, and completely was turned to me, and since then I did the will, God's will, that I'm going to help each and every woman here in the United States with any need that they have. First of all, I'm starting with the prayers for them, and second, I will direct them to go to Mother Mary. So today again, September the 8th is Virgin Mary's birthday. So this is the most beautiful gift that we have, to have somebody today and share with us the artwork that she did in making such a beautiful mantle and dress it up so beautiful, this Virgin Mary. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching our show, and I'm coming back to the statement that I did that this color blue means so much to me, especially that the Virgin Mary that I saw it in Romania was in this blue color. So I'm going to ask in my show the person responsible to do it, to dress her so beautiful, what was her inspiration to do that. And from the audience, I have one of our guests, and I'd like to introduce to you someone that just came from church today, and today again, I remind you, is September the 8th, 2011, which is Virgin Mary's birthday. So welcome to our show, welcome to our audience. What's your name?
My name is Rafael Ramos.
Rafael Ramos. And can you tell me, you just came back before the show from the church. What church do you go today?
I went to Most Precious Blood.
Okay, it's a Catholic church?
Yes.
Okay, where is located?
It's off of Saratoga and Weber, pretty close.
Okay, and what was the celebration all about today?
Well, today's a very special day. It's Virgin Mary's Day, birthday, right?
Okay, and what is all the significance of this day, and how the people receive this unbelievable event, the birthday of Virgin Mary?
Well, I think it's very, very important, and the church was packed. There was a lot of people there, and of course it's the Virgin Mary's birthday, and that's what the service was all about. It was a dedication to her. And of course, I mean, this is what it's all about right here. This nice, beautiful piece right here. The Virgin Mary's birthday. Without the Virgin Mary, there would be no Jesus. So, I mean, she's the most important spiritual, person. Just, she's everything. Without her, there would be no Jesus. So, it's pretty touching to me.
It's just amazing. You see, we have here two continents representing, United States of America, and here I'm from Europe, and I grew up with this wonderful event that was taking place in my country, and like he said, like the church was full today. That's what's happening, especially that, as you know, I was born in the backyard. My house is in the backyard of the Orthodox Church, so it has Santa Maria. So practically, it's like Virgin Mary was like a Virgin of Guadalupe, or just like it's everyone, depends how their culture and how their upbringing they were. So what was exactly today? Was a Virgin Mary, Virgin of Guadalupe? How you?
It was a little bit of everything. I mean, to me, the Virgin Mary means so much, but it means so much to everybody in a different way. Like to me, the Virgin Mary means the mother of Jesus. So I mean, she's the most purest. What else can you say about it? She's everything. And to me, the Virgin Mary means it's all about the mother. And my mother, it makes me think about her and my mother's mother, which is my grandmother, and I had another grandmother, and just by coincidence, they're all named Maria. So it's close to my heart when I think of it, and just the name, and then they were singing Ave Maria, and I was just thinking about my grandmother, and both of them rather, and they're both named Maria too. So, and then of course I thought about my good friend Margaret here, because she's very close to the Virgin Mary herself, and I think it's so much that you can say about it.
And again, I mentioned my name is Maria Margarita. So how you can see, we celebrate this day, and my daughter is Anna Maria. So we really have so much ties, and I'm so fortunate that I have an audience, people like Ray that has so much faith, and we share the faith together. So even that we are from different continents, from different worlds, we just have a lot of things that bring us together. So one of them is, like you say, the mother, and I think that whoever respect the mother of Jesus, they should know that they have to respect their mother. Like you said, he is very fond about his grandmother, his mother, and his another grandmother that name is Maria. And I can confess that I'm born July 26th, which is Maria Margareta, Maria Magdalena's parents' day, Joachim and Nana, her parents. So it's just, I don't think it is a just coincidence, it's just a miracle that we are so close, from the mother. And that's so wonderful to share with us, your experience that you had today. And I assume that you're probably going every year to the church. And can you see more people, especially with 9/11 coming here? Can you see more people? What do you think about crowd that you see it along the years? And I assume that you go there for a long time. Tell me a little bit, increasing, decreasing, or?
I think it's just increasing a lot, because as far as the Virgin Mary, it's very close to people's hearts, and they really, they get together and they talk about it, they sing about it. It's just something else. It's very, very, very important, and so it's hard to even describe how important it is, and it just brings a good meaning to everybody, and a good feeling that everybody has. It's just the feeling of it, the pureness, everything about it is just so immaculate. That's all you can say. You can't say anything better than that as far as that goes.
It's just again another project that we're going to do about the miraculous messages of Virgin Mary in the body of Christ, and I think that Ray will be very good to be chosen to go to different places and share a lot of experiences that he has, and I had a lot of experiences, and any one of you have experiences that you went through, and in different places where Virgin Mary was had a statue or a painting or an icon. I think that you should contact the number on the screen, and I will be very happy to talk to you. And if you want to have a beautiful piece like that, I'm going to put you in touch with the person that is responsible to do this piece here, and you're going to have the chance in today, such a holy day, to meet this person. And again, I do not believe in coincidences. I think that there are miracles everywhere. So here they start with the miracle of birth of Jesus. Is that right? Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you so much. We're going to move forward, and we talk about how this piece started and how many of other pieces in mosaic. And we are here in this studio. It's our studio, so everybody starts small, but then they become something famous, which I'm going to relate it to you in just a second. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching with us the show, and maybe I'm not going to have a lot of time to show you some flower arrangement tonight, but I'm going to share, like I told you in every episode, I'm going to share my knowledge with someone that has the same passion like I do, and some people there have hobbies, some people they have professional goals, and some people they just doing like one time and they just give up. In this case, you're going to see something that is more than the one that I just described about. Now I'm going to have a guest with me tonight that I'm going to start from the back to the front, and her name is Stella. So you're going to see this Stella. Every woman wants to have these beautiful diamonds, you know, and when she's wearing the dress, she's wearing a blue dress with the beautiful pieces of mirror. This is one of the art that somebody that I'm going to introduce you to. It's going to tell me just a little bit how this Stella was born. So you can see her. She's beautiful. She's like following you around with the eyes. See, guys, you know, if you like to have somebody that is not demanding, saying anything and asking anything from you, here is Stella. So we see that she's a priceless. So again, think twice if you want Stella or you want a real lady. So tonight I'm going to show you more pieces that they are like really outstanding pieces, caught my attention, and without further ado, I'm going to stay and introduce you tonight a good friend of mine for many, many years, and welcome to the show to Elsie.
Thank you.
I want to introduce you Elsie like I met her over, 15 years ago?
No, it's more like 20.
About 20 years ago, 25 years ago, okay, since we were born. Okay, so...
We're babes.
So, yeah, we know each other for 25 years, and how we met to the awesome organization that I belonged there to. I don't know how many years you belonged there, but I was like at least 15, how many?
About 10 for me.
About 10, and I was continuing to be in this Corpus Christi City Tank Club. And I want to remind all of you that was this City Tank Club started by Judge Blackman, and then his son took over. So we used to have all the judges, all the attorneys there involved, all the business people, lots of lawyers. There was like a lawyers club and judges club. And I'm so sorry if you hear that the City Tank Club really is in need of membership. Would you please just contact Albert Cox, that he's in charge, and they still have meetings today at the Omni Hotel. I pretty much, I would say like I left because another obligation that I had Tuesday around lunch. But Elsie was like amazing. I can imagine Elsie being more than just like a cheerful person, a loving person. In fact, everybody from Civitan, they have a golden heart. So she was one of them, and I was so fond about her and her ex-husband. So I'd say they were just amazing what a couple they were and how many things they did for the club. Now, if you see Elsie here, we're not here to talk about the Civitan. We just want to tell how I met Elsie, and we kept along the years in touch. And her real profession is
I'm an insurance agent.
Insurance agent, yes. You do health insurance.
Yeah, I work with a gentleman by the name of Rick Ott. We have an agency downtown, and we sell primarily group insurance, but life insurance, health insurance, disability, all kinds of people insurance. I've been doing that for about 35 years.
35 years. It's just, when you're thinking about the United States of America, to be 35 years in one business or in a job, that's a job, okay? So I always feel like the opportunities, there are so many here in this country. If you have any talent, even that you work, you can do something else in your spare time after 5, I would say 8 to 5 people. I don't know if they think like business people, but it's a big difference. And what surprised me, because a few days ago when we had a dinner with our friend Liz, we started talking, and in fact I found out before that a little bit about what else is doing, and I said this is something that I cannot stop to talk to everybody and to tell you the best kept secret that we have here in town. And I was asking Elsie about this hobby that she told me she has it, and I said I wanted to see what's going on. So what shocked me, like again today, because it's a Virgin Mary's Day, I'm going to show you this beautiful piece, which is a Virgin Mary and the baby, and I'm going to start with that, and I have so many things to tell you. First of all, I wanted to tell that she is the one responsible of doing all these beautiful things that I'm going to share with you right now, including Stella, my partner for tonight. She's staying there very quiet, okay? She's dressed up and everything. She was already
Ready to go.
Ready to go. We go party after that with Stella. What I want to ask Elsie, and it's really very impressive the way how she told me the story, but I want you to hear firsthand. And tell me, Elsie, how did you start to do that when I had no slightest idea that, like, from blue sky one day somebody started to do something that is God given, gift given, and you really have to always see your calling and where God is directing you, your path. So tell me, how did you start this unbelievable art? Because I'm like art freak. So tell me, how did you start? When and how?
Well, I started this. What happened is I've been a single parent for the past 12 years, and my youngest son went to college 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And I was really dreading him leaving town and me being on my own, because it would leave a big void in my life, you know, the empty nester syndrome. And I was so worried about it. So I prayed for a long time, please let me suffer and get through the empty nest and be okay on my own. And God answered my prayer beautifully. What happened was my sister, who lives in the country, had a hip replacement, and she needed some help, so I went to visit her and take care of her for a week. And she had always done mosaic stepping stones. In fact, the Christmas before, she had made a set of stepping stones for me. And so when I went to take care of my sister after her surgery, I asked her, I said, oh, by the way, could I have some more stepping stones? And she said, she was kind of cranky, she was in pain, and she says, oh, go do them yourself. And so she showed me, she said, I'll show you how to do one. And so she showed me how to do my first mosaic stepping stone. And so that whole week when she was sleeping or resting, I would sneak off to her studio, and I just became obsessed with it. I brought it home and I started working on anything I could lay my hands on. I started with broken plates and floor tiles and
Jewelry, piece of jewelry.
well, you know, I've always been a big garage seller. And so I go garage selling and I'd find pieces of pottery or dishes or plates or glass or anything, or I'd find a broken instrument or a shoe or something, and I would just, whatever I found at a garage sale, I would put it together in a mosaic. People would bring me broken dishes and say, could you do something with this? And I'd turn it into something else. And I just started having so much fun with it that when my son actually did go to college, it was like, okay, bye, see you later. It wasn't quite that easy, but I was prepared. I had something to fill my time, and I just became very obsessed with it and wanted to learn better and better how to do this. So, and that's kind of how Our Lady happened. The story of her was the day I drove my son to Texas A&M in College Station. I was driving home crying because I was just devastated.
Sure,
you know?
yes.
And
I've been there.
on the way home from College Station, there's a statuary place. And so I pulled over and I wandered all through the statuary place and I saw this statue of Our Lady. And I just had to buy her. I just had to buy her. So I bought her that day and put her in my studio. And every once in a while I'd work on her. And I've been working, actually, she's not quite finished, but I've been working on her for 3 years now. Every time I would drop my son off at school again, I'd start working on her again. I found out after I bought her that she's Our Lady of Sorrows. And now I understand why I was so attracted to her that day, because I was so full of sorrow at leaving my son, that she's kept me company in the studio for 3 years now, and I love having her presence there.
That's amazing. How many years your son has to still go to college?
He's a senior now. He's a senior now. He has about 3 semesters left.
3 semesters. I'm sure that after 3 semesters, you know, Our Lady is going to be finished, because usually that's what happens. It's like you're going to finish something that you started in the time when you start.
Yeah.
And as I told you again, the miraculous messages of Virgin Mary in the body of Christ. This is one of the messages that that she's sharing with us. And like our story was a while ago when we talked to Ray about Our Lady. What can be more like rewarding than the answer that she's going to give us to our prayers?
Mm-hmm.
And everything was working just perfect time. And it's just like she comes right there and just like is telling you, hey, that's me, that I'm going to keep your company. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, when you work with art, can you tell me, isn't it more like you are so relaxed and you feel like all the stress is going out?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's no way. I mean, anything that is art, I do this with the flowers, you do this with the mosaic, you know. And what do you feel that you really release stress?
Well, I tend to have a little bit of a stressful job. But my favorite thing is every day when I get home from work and I shed the work clothes and get in my old Brody clothes and I go into my studio. And you're right, you get into a place when you're working, it's kind of mindless, where your mind is just in someplace else. And I don't really think about what I'm doing. The hands just do the work. And I just go some other place. The name of my mosaic studio is Elsie Land Mosaics, because when I go out there, I'm in another land. I'm in Elsie Land, and it's a real happy place. I'm in my studio, and the birds are there, and the squirrels, and the dog, and all my other pets.
And the big turtle that we're going to show you, it's really a treasure.
So anyway.
And the dog.
Yeah, so I have a lot of happy time in my backyard, and as long as I'm back there, I'm not alone. I really feel the presence of God out there.
Yes.
You know, you're out in nature, and you're never alone.
And yeah, that's true. You're never alone. So looking to some pieces that most of the pieces that Elsie did is like, look, we have like number one that I want to share with you. This piece of art that is here, you're going to see it on the Diocese of Corpus Christi website, and it's going to be under stewardship appeal. And this piece that she created, this piece, she's an artist responsible for this piece. She donated to the cathedral, Diocese of Corpus Christi, and right now it's all over the world. If you look in the website, and you're going to find it. Also, you're going to find the story of this beautiful piece of art. And this DVD, I don't know if they still have a DVD for sale, but can you tell me a little bit why did you decide to take it to the Diocese of Corpus Christi, and when did you create this beautiful piece of art?
Well, this is another God story, because it was at Thanksgiving last year, and I got a call from a friend of mine who's a local film director named Reagan Johnson.
Yes.
And he said that he had been contracted by the Diocese of Corpus Christi to film a video for their diocesan, their stewardship appeal. And his idea was that the corpus of the body of Christ is made up of so many different people, and everybody has their own talents and their own contribution to make to the church. And everyone is important, just like tiles in a mosaic. And what he wanted to do was film the making of a mosaic of the face of Christ for this stewardship appeal. And he asked me if I could do it. And I was really intimidated by the idea, because I didn't feel like I was good enough, but also to do the face of Christ, that's pretty intimidating to do. But I prayed about it, and I decided to do it. So for 2 weeks, every day before work and after work, I would go in the studio and work on this mosaic. It's about this tall. I don't know the measurements of it, but and then he would bring his cameras, and film me at different stages of the mosaic. And then he put it together in this incredible film that he did for the bishop. And they played the film in every church during that stewardship weekend at every Mass. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful film. And I was just so excited to be a part of the whole project. The mosaic itself belongs to the bishop, and it's, I believe it's in the Chancery office. It was traveling from parish to parish. But I believe now it's up in the bishop's office, which is pretty thrilling for me.
Yeah, did you donate this piece to the...
No, they bought it from
They
me.
bought it from you.
They bought it
Let
from
me
me.
ask you something. If you need to make a second piece, like we have the statue of Jesus Christ right there in the front of the Methodist Church, and this like first original piece, and then they will make so many that they will be like original, but they will just stop in so many numbers. Would you considering to do something like that if you have a request?
The thing with mosaic is that each piece is an original, and you can never recreate the same thing, because each mosaic is made up of broken pieces, so it never comes together the same. And then the material that I use may never be the same again, because I get my material from all over the place, and so when I make this mosaic, I use this, what I have on hand at the time. But it will never be the same again, because I'll never have this broken dish. I'll never have this piece, so each one is an original, and I can kind of do similar, but I can't duplicate a piece ever again.
It's exactly. See, I'm so glad you brought this, because see, I'm in business, flower business for whole life. And it's no way, if you say I wanted 10 pieces just like that, it's no way something is going to be changed, the height, the fullness of the arrangement. And to give you an example, when we were taking our Texas Master Florist certification, we had 100 people, we had the same material, and everybody had their own bucket with flowers. So what we turn the back to each other, and we have one arrangement that we have to do it, create, and we say we'll do a like spray funeral piece, or we do a basket, and these are the flowers. 100 pieces, they were different. No one piece was exactly like another.
Right.
So this is exactly like in life. How do you see? How do I see, that piece here? And how do you see, how do you see people? You see a person, you see it in your own way, and I see it in my own way. So this is exactly how you see people in life. Exactly, it's with us, the artists, how we do our work. We can't duplicate. It's one piece original. I'm so happy you exactly made the statement that we always try when I teach classes in flower arranging to tell people, don't look to mine. Just do it in your own way, because it's a creativity. You cannot, like Picasso, you can tell him do that and that.
Right, and when I start a piece, I really don't know how it's going to end up. The fingers do the work, and sometimes the fingers take me places where I never knew I was going to go.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised, because it just happens. It really does.
Yeah.
It just happens.
And also what I want to tell you, we have I have like 5 pieces of flower arranging, and I go to people and I ask them which one do you like from this, and we can read the people's feelings when they look to that. And even when you have when you're happy, you may even do an arrangement, and when you're sad, do it another way. So this is what I do when we have designers. We look to how they design the flowers, and I know exactly what mood they are in. See, so we just go right to the side, and you can see the happy mood. You can see that. I remember when you was doing this, you doing this blue. See, yes, because of sad. Yes,
I was very sad.
The blue. You have a blue. The same blue or pink. I see everything in blue or pink. I'm going further to see a little bit a piece of little violin here.
Yeah.
So we have a cute little piece of violin, but what I want to show you from this little piece of violin, I wanted to show you something that took first place last year to the art festival at the Corpus Christi Art Center. Is this beautiful guitar.
Move it out of the way.
I
You have to
wanted
show
to
the back.
I wanted to show the. Look at this, how beautiful piece is this guitar, and look at these beautiful awards that they took at the art center in Corpus Christi. So many of you that saw this art show, I'm sure that you remember that beautiful piece. I'm going to just I pick only a few from the one that I can have a little story to say. This is a shoe. So this is, believe it or not, this was Elsie's shoes. So she had a pair of shoes, and the dog ate one shoe. See, so she decided, well, if he ate it, why don't I just make another one to be a Cinderella shoes? So she put a beautiful mosaic here. Look at beautiful colors. How if you make another one for me, I'll wear those.
I don't think it would be very comfortable. It's very heavy.
Very heavy, but you can stick. Yeah. Now another piece that I wanted to share with you. So again, this is a beautiful story. Please give me a call there to tell you, to remind you the website that you can see.
It's on the Diocese of Corpus Christi website. You can see
what is the website? www.diocese.org.
cc.org. No, it's diocesecc.org.
I have a very brilliant producer here, Henry McLeod. I always have to really just fall on his knowledge about like having a fantastic memory. So he is going to put the name of the website for many of you that you're not from Corpus Christi and you probably don't know too much about that. So Henry, please do that for us and appreciate. And then we have here a beautiful piece that is a cross, and this is another little cross here. Did you put this cross here?
Yes.
Okay. This belongs to one of our common friend, the former state representative Velma Luna. She's adorable, and we want to wish her lots of happiness, and for picking up this beautiful piece and the way how Elsie put it together. I know that it will be in a good place in her Austin house where she lives. Yeah, I just saw her in our representative Torres office, and we had such a good visit. And congratulations, representative, for good job that you did for us. And this is the cross, and then she has a frame. This is the frame that you have for her?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be she's going to put a mirror in this.
Oh, it's going to be a mirror.
So this is going to be a mirror that hangs in her house.
So look at this, you have a frame, if you want to put a frame around the...
Stand in the center of the frame, it'll be a picture of you.
Yes, exactly.
There you go. It's a picture of Margarita.
Let's go to Louvre. It's beautiful, isn't it? Can you take a picture of me? Okay, so here it is.
So anyway, this was done as a special request for Vilma Luna, and I hope she gets a lot of pleasure.
And I saw it last week and was in a phase of starting, and I was wondering, I said, I'm wondering when she's going to finish. But in fact, I'm going in 2 weeks in Austin, and I'm going to visit with her to see where the place will be if she'll come to pick it up. What I wanted to show you here is, like, I don't know if we can go so close to look, but there are like little pieces of mosaic here, and it's such a perfect cross. Is this, you find these little crosses or what?
These are beads that I bought at a bead show.
Oh, so you put this together?
I just put stuff together.
This is amazing. I love this little cross. It's so cute. And this white color. Yeah, that's nice. And we work with those too, so they are like amazing. Okay, now I have another pieces here that I wanted to show. It's not only mosaic, but look, this is the mirror. So if you look this mirror, this is just a Kleenex box, and it's a ceramic. It's ceramic. And then it's covered with this mirrors, but look how pretty it's laid, like a brick layers. It's so beautiful. I'm fascinated with everything, yeah. And if I look here, we have the longhorn. Is a longhorn here? And look how beautiful is this longhorn. And we have another cross here, but we have a little. How beautiful are these boxes? Little boxes. I collect the wooden boxes, but that is just adorable. Adorable. And you can probably look if you have a hobby or someone, if you want to put a cross, if you want to put a, I wonder if you can make like a little picture, maybe like put, I don't know, jewelry, or put like the face, or, it's beautiful.
Do this about anything.
Yeah. And did you do this turtle here?
No, I didn't.
Okay, and we have, this piece. But what is remarkable to share with you is that
You have to lift it up.
the person that is here in this picture, when I saw it in the beginning, I said, this must be a man that is so proud of you for what you did. So I could see his face, and I said, I can talk to his spirit to say, and I can say how proud he is of his daughter. So this is her father. That was, what did he do? Your father, what was?
He did a lot of things. He was a rancher primarily. And he loved to collect arrowheads, and so I framed him with arrowheads all around his picture. But this is just a picture of him that I decided to try to mosaic.
It's just unbelievable how real looks like his you know, his look, and he's like, and this is her mother.
This is my mother.
That is so, she's like, well, I know you're going to do
This
those.
is my mother, Marie.
Marie, so, oh my God. See, again, I'm telling
Margaret.
you, this is just, Marie Margaret?
Mm-hmm.
Marie Margaret. Oh my God. Is it, again, I'm sharing with you, it's not such a thing like coincidence. It's miracles happening and happening every minute and every second. You just have to recognize that it's a sign of, you know, God wanted to give you a message. So that is like her birthday today.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Virgin Mary's birthday, and she has Maria Margarita. My God, just like me. Oh my goodness. I didn't ever know that so far away in the body of Christ, I find somebody the same name as mine. Again, you know, God doesn't bring us in a places where it's going to be strange for us. We're going to find situations, places, people that it means a lot for our life. Now I'm going to show you here a little bird, which is a little, look at this, it's beautiful. What's it called?
Yeah, I was doing birds. I did a series of bird pictures, and this is a cardinal that I did.
You
Over
probably
Plumeria.
start to put a bird of paradise here, is that right?
This is a Plumeria
It's a
plant.
plumeria, but see here you have these leaves that if you put a little bird of paradise, you know, together with the bird. So you can do this so beautiful. It's just
Thank you.
beautiful, beautiful. And this, shall I take it?
I think it's stuck there.
Okay, so here is another, if we can look at another one with, it's a vase, it's a beautiful vase with flowers, so all is
But it's
mostly
done. But it's done. All these are done on microwave platters.
in the microwave. Oh,
These are the dishes, the platter that used to go in
the
the
platter is in microwave, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
yes,
all
yes.
of these mosaics, like this one. This is just on a microwave platter.
In the microwave,
And then
platter, yes.
And
and
I
you
just sit them in the windows.
and put it all together.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like again, if you really have this talent of creativity, you can really have so much inspiration for everything. Everything is inspirational for you. Like we say, you know, like we make from trash treasure. So that's exactly like you do, like trash, like that's what you do. That's what we do with That's what we do with our flowers.
I like to take something broken and make it beautiful again. That's
Yeah.
what I like, just like
And
God
the-
does with us.
God's got it, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to pick a beautiful a piece from here. That is like, you know how much I love plants. And this is a pottery here, so we can put a plant here. So if you want to give to someone a gift, and it's a plant and you want to really make it remarkably memorable, you can take this beautiful pot. Look how really perfect this mosaic is. I'm very impressed about that. And you can probably do all the decoration in the house, or even if you have like an office, and if you want to, or bank, or something that, or somewhere do interior scaping or office decoration, you can use this mosaic, and I'm sure that you can start from the pot like 4 inches, going all the way to like 12 inches, bigger one. And also I have a vase here.
It's just a vase.
Yeah, it's just a vase that I'm going to show. It's just a vase that I if this one here will be mosaic, see what I want to show you. I'm going to put some silk flowers to show you how we'll blend the color of the flowers with the color of the vase. And again, just a tip to tell you, when you have so many colors of, I said mosaic, if you have mosaic here, you just use only one type of flowers. So let's see, if you have an arrangement to make for something festive, you have this color on your vase, you're just going to use only one flower of this color. You can use irises, or you can use red roses, pink roses. You can use like maybe bells of Ireland, maybe tuberoses. You use everything that can be one color of this multitude of color that the vase has. I wouldn't use this vase to put like a lot of colored flowers, because it's going to be a little bit confusing. So one color, always like when you dress. In the dress you have like one color of dress, and you can put shoes like 2-3 colors of vice versa. You have a dress that is have a lot of colors on that, you just put one color of shoes. So it blends together. Everything that is art has to match. And I'm going to show you in a minute how we do this arrangement. Now, let me ask you something else. You have like these mirrors. You use just like very inexpensive mirrors if you use, or just you use probably some of them. This is bevel. This is this expensive mirror.
No, this is just the tile you buy like at Lowe's. It comes in a 6-pack. It's
Really? This
that
one?
wall tile.
I think it's bevel.
You can take it off if you want to.
This is just, it's just
Yeah,
impressive.
you can buy that in a 6-pack.
You can buy this with this bevel like that? Wow. I don't know to shop in these places. I don't think that I ever saw one like that, but it's beautiful, and it's just really looks so expensive and elegant. See, look at that mirror here.
Get
It's a
the mirror
beautiful
off
mirror.
of that wall. Get the mirror off of that wall. Put
Okay,
it down
hold it to that.
and show that one. Yeah, pick that one up because that one will look pretty in the light.
Oh, this is just magnificent. Look at this beautiful design, and how many pieces of design we have here. I mean, we have like, I'm going to count. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 24 pieces. Each one of them is another look. So this is just really a lot of work, and I feel like the material that we use is so diversified, and it's just like, again, you don't even think. When you start to do something, I can take a bunch of flowers and I just like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know the final product is there. That's why we don't believe in computer. I mean, the artists, we don't believe that computer tell us this design, do this design. It's really wrong, because we are the one that we create, we are artists. So when we do something with creating with our imagination. So I can't tell you, like Velma didn't tell you, I want you to put your yellow and blue and stuff. She said, I just want you to.
She said, I trust you.
Just trust you. That's what I do. So I love, thank you for my customers for 28 years that really trust my judgment, and they don't look in, they look in my website, but they just look to see what I'm doing. And I would just think that they should leave the artists to do their own creation and imagination to use it, because nobody can tell us, but God gave us the wisdom how to do it, and you have to follow, your God's intuition. This is just beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
How would you? Okay. Let me see something that is really. Did you do this lamp here? How about this part? This is a beautiful piece of art that that we have here, and it's just I would say if it's a if somebody that they really like, especially when you have a teenager and they just love to have these hearts. I remember we just like pink heart, red heart, white heart. So that would be nice to put it in a room and at the room there.
It's a very good decoration.
Yeah, it's a very good, excellent decoration. But let me ask you, did you ever make a little like a necklace?
No,
not yet.
No.
Not yet. You didn't.
I'm not into children.
Because this that would be like very pretty if you would just do probably in a miniature one like that. I will wear one. Big like that. Yeah, that's very pretty. And also, I'm going to pick more pieces from here, so I'm going to take a break because I have to strip this house to take a lot of pieces from that, so I'll be right back. Thank you for watching our show. So I told you I'll be right back with you. So I'm going to share with Elsie tonight, because you share so much of your gift of God and talent that you have, and dedication for this community and for so many friends and people that we know and we don't know. So I'm going to show you a few tips.
Okay.
We don't have a whole hour to show you this, but in the break I just show to the audience how we make a little flower arrangement from silk, because we have something that we're working with frames, and we're working with like little pots and small vases. So what we want to show is the fact that we have here one arrangement that is made in a basket, just a wicker basket, and we have a handle. So how you see my triangle is standing in both ways. I lifted these flowers to be a little bit taller because I'm going to pull some of them and use another arrangement. So in this way we don't have to leave all of them here, but it's just for the like fullness of the arrangement. I'm going to show you why I'm using this basket. So this basket is it's for, let's say we go and want to bring some cheer to a funeral home, let's say, and instead of sending the regular spray or just the regular cross or the heart or the wreath, what we do, we bring a little bit of cheer in having one arrangement that is like really, it's like showing the life, because this is an arrangement that we can use arrangement like that for birthdays, anniversary, get well. So if we have an arrangement like that, which is showing the life, what we do, for example, we can have a picture of somebody that is cremated, and what we do, we put a picture of the person, and we're using one of your beautiful pots, and somebody from the audience, would you please give me something that you feel like it fits? That's perfect. Thank you, Ray. That's very nice to bring me this. And what we're going to do, we just take whole basket and we put it in this beautiful ceramic pot. So what will happen in the end of the let's say that if we have a funeral, in the end of the funeral, what happened is that the family is taking home this beautiful pot that is going to stay while the service is going on. So the family is going to take this pot at home, and they're going to take the basket and set it to the cemetery, actually, where it's going to be taking the place, the burial. So what you do, you just fill it all with the greeneries and flowers, so nobody will see that practically it's something that's very easy to pick and to take it home. It's not heavy to carry, and that's, I think, that one of the meaning of giving something to the people will be this ceramic pot, and also this ceramic, it's a ceramic pot with a mosaic. So what I would say, that later, when they receive so many plants and they are in a basket, they will take they will take them out from the basket and they will put it in this beautiful ceramic pot. So they will always remember, even if the flowers are going, then they will have this beautiful. Would you please take it for me? Thank you. And this one too. Thanks. Okay, now we're going to show the vase that we have. How I explain it to you, this vase has a lot of colors. So what we will do, for example, we can use only like blue colors. So because I have cluster of flowers today here, we didn't know that we're going to have.
You wouldn't use the colors that are in the pot itself and mimic it?
I will, no, I will not use the same colors and put it in the top, because it'll be confusing between the vase and the color of the flower. So always when you have, it's again like exactly like you have this beautiful, top that you have it, you can use like the shoes that have like red and yellow and black. You will just use one type of, like if I have the red, I can use the color of shoes, like 3-4 colors. So that's what's the rule of the colors. Now when you do this arrangement, you have to measure 1.5 the height of the vase. So it will be 1, and another half will be like half. So it's exactly how we use this flower. This is the length of the flower that you have to have it like a focal point, and you work around this flower. Now what you're going to do, see, if you wanted to reuse this vase, you're not going to glue them, and I'm not a big fan of gluing. I think that we should be able to change the color, change the flowers. So therefore, I'm not a fan of gluing the flowers in a oasis. So even I'm not a fan of like doing a hand tie bouquet, because I can do a hand tie.
Would you use the wire in there?
No, I'm not going to use the wires. Only it will be like maybe fresh, but even for fresh, I will not use the wire. I will just use practically, I will just use a cluster of flowers that will keep them in a place. A lot of places I did an island or something because I was designing for them many years, and they wanted to be glue because the people, they just like are happy with what they have and they don't want to fool and move them around. Now, see, that's what I mean when you have the color of, we have a cluster of colors. So if I use a cluster of color, it's fine. But to me, to use like all this together, see, like that one and one, I don't think that that will work, see, because if you use that, it's very confusing and it's too much fullness. I would say I will use this, I will use just roses, or I use just irises. See, we can use irises.
What about
irises.
something like this that has...
Yeah, that's something like that is like more suitable because if you see we have the same kind of flowers.
It's not all the same flower.
And yes, we have same kind of flowers but we have different colors. So this colors is a pastel color. So if we look, this Elsie wants to put these flowers in this vase because these flowers, they are like really come in a cluster, and how they are same type of flowers but different colors. And I think that they are very small. The inflorescence of these flowers, they are very little. So what we can do, we can just like mask them with just the regular bunches. I just love this beautiful daisies. So I will just put something to blend in. So see, Elsie, if you see here, I put this color
that's
over
pretty,
here. See, yeah, in this way we can just have a stability. And when you decided to put another color, you just go ahead and we just change the cluster of colors. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do monochromatic colors. So I'm going to have a cluster of each color, and that will give me the the light of this arrangement. So what we do, we just get it all together, and we be sure that we're going to cover this mouth of the vase. Which, if we don't have the oasis, or if we don't have the styrofoam to put it here, and this is the same principle that you can take if you have fresh flowers, and you just pick up a bunch of fresh flowers, you just take it all out and just put in the same way. Like I would put, if you want to put here, you can put some astromeria, and you put around even miniature carnations or miniature roses, the same color. That they blend with the main color of like say astromeria that you're going to have. So I'm going to look for another cluster of color that have the same. See that this is a beautiful, the pink one. So it's like great looking here. So you can see we have a monochromatic colors. We don't have the bright colors. So if we look here, see, we just have like what you pick, and look how much enhances this arrangement with this cluster of colors, see? So now, even that I put a lot of colors, what happened, I have one type of flowers that they have the like very, very like light color going toward pink, very, very light pink, hot pink, and we have a little bit of like say light burgundy. So then we come in the bottom with the clusters. So we have yellow, we have pink, we have red. So that will be the color that we know we're looking for. Like
That's pretty. That's very pretty. Yay!
Thank you. Thanks. And then also we can have like this beautiful frame that we have it here. Let's say you can use this frame for having like wedding. So if you have a wedding picture and you wanted to put it in this, this is a beautiful. It's beautiful as it is. But I always feel like when you put the flowers, means that you look to the to this arrangement. I mean to this frame and the picture with a lot of happiness. I wanted somebody from the audience to bring me what piece you think that will be added up to this beautiful arrangement. If we will just have something that will show me like maybe good luck, or maybe happiness, maybe like let's like in a Chinese culture, isn't it? It's something that you feel like would be happiness for us. So let's see. Oh, Ray, why did you pick that? Why did you pick that?
Oh, it looks good. It's for good luck.
Good luck. Thank you. That's so awesome. Look at this little pig. It's so beautiful. Look, and it was interesting because it's like matching the color of this flowers that we put in here. So it's blending very well in this color. So what you do is you give your good luck, and you have your frame here with a picture, and this I think that is like really rewarding to have something like that. I mean, beside the frame that you give them, then they will have the little souvenir. What happened if you wanted to put more flowers like around? You just put one of these red one over here. See, so we'll look from the front and we'll make a little bit of fullness in this arrangement. So. Here they are. So my producer, if he wants to come and get a closer look, or anybody from the audience wants to come and get a closer look, thank you so much. And we do have our tapes. They are for like CDs for sale. And if you look to the end of our program and you see the number there, we will be happy to share with you. And also, we want to thank so much to Elsie for having us in your beautiful house tonight. And this, I don't think it's a house. I think that it's an art museum. I love that. and I think that that's what God said, that we have gifts that we have to share with others. So in Romania we love to cook and we like to share with people. And that's what we do with the flowers. We like to share, and you like to share. I know you did such a great job for this community by giving such a beautiful gift to the Diocese of Corpus Christi. So God is going to bless you for that. Again, for all of you that you have the name Maria, I just want to wish you a wonderful year, one more year and many years. And I wanted to thanks to my audience. Thank you to Ray tonight for being here with us, and thank you for all of you that is first time coming here. And Elsie, please come back to our program and show us more that you do. So anytime when you have something that you want to share with us, I'll be very happy to read. And my producer is taking care of that, to send it to the Fox News, so we can get our spot there soon. And also, I want to remind you to watch our program. It's going to be, I'm going to use it probably in both programs. The Prize Star, which is Monday 10:30 to 11:30, and Wednesday from 8 to 9. And the Flower Show, which is Friday from 10 to 11, and Sunday from 2:30 to 3:30. If you have any questions, please give us a call. Thank you so much, and God bless you.